Sneak dissing, we don't see the competition. I drop off a ransom note that your art is missing, nigga.
Pay us in full with the money, or she gon' get her fingers clipped off like Lil Sonny,
MRecktv.
Yo, we always gonna be best friends, man. You hear something?
Have you guys heard of StreamBoss? It's a new IPTV provider that gives you over 5,000 channels for only $20 a month.
Oh, cool!
$20 for live TV, local TV, movies, TV shows, pay-per-views, and so much more.
Huh? What?
If you have a Fire Stick, smart TV, or streaming device, then head on over to thestreamboss.com to begin your setup process.
MRecktv breaking news.
Rick Ross taunts 50 Cent over BMF earnings. Tell him I said congratulations. Also, Rick Ross exposes how much money 50 Cent allegedly made from BMF. Elsewhere in the interview, Ross spoke about his funny Instagram uploads, often rapping along to songs from his enemies. Rick Ross, you know it's rough out there. Sometimes you just got to be honest, he said about a specific clip of him rapping to a Lloyd Banks song and drinking Bel Air. Tell Lloyd that I'll let him come to the promised land, and I'll have a conversation with him. I don't have no problem with Lloyd Banks. In 2020, Rick Ross tried to drag the former G-Unit member Lloyd Banks into his ongoing feud with 50 Cent. While listening to Banks' 2004 hit, I'm So Fly, Rosie took a shot at Banks by questioning his finances. The MMG boss continued to antagonize Banks by suggesting a name for his next album, Victim of Circumstance, seemingly inspired by his relationship with 50. But if Ross was hoping to get a response from Banks, he may be disappointed. The Queen's rapper said he wanted no part in the drama. Lloyd Banks, I'll never join the circus, so don't expect it from me, peace and love, he tweeted. Rick Ross may be looking to broker peace talks between Jeezy and Freddie Gibbs, but it's unlikely that his own deep-seated rivalry with 50 Cent will come to an end anytime soon. Even as both men continue to see success in their respective careers, Rosie with his prolific musical output, Wingstop franchises, and burgeoning career as a best-selling author, 50 with his growing Starz TV empire, the two continue to trade shots well over a decade after the initial 2008 interaction that birthed the whole beef. Prior to the release of his 11th studio album Richer Than I've Ever Been, which arrived on Friday, December 10th, Rick Ross sat down for an interview with GQ in which he took another dig at his longtime nemesis. Rosie admitted he's been tuning into 50's hit Starz series BMF, before taunting the Queen's New York native by claiming to know exactly how much he's made from the show's first season. Man, I saw the first episode. I was just trying to support the homie Meech, the N-gas in the street. I could put my issues with 50 to the side, Ross said. I know he may have made $250,000 off the whole season. I'm happy he made that quarter. Make sure you put all these details in. I'll never let you interview me again if you take that out. Keep it. But, look, I know he made $250,000 off the whole season, and that's good. Tell him I said, congratulations. When asked if he'd ever turn his hand to acting or comedy, Ross replied, there ain't enough money in acting. Your man made $250,000 for the season doing that. That little season, Starz TV shit. What channel is it really? He should have just went Revolt. Just go Revolt next time. Tell Curtis I said, go Revolt. 50 Cent's name initially came up in the conversation, and Rick Ross was quizzed about the possibility of a versus battle between the two hip-hop heavyweights, and the MMG mogul had an equally snarky answer. "You got to ask yourself, would he come and do a versus with Rosie?" he said. "I mean, you got to ask yourself honestly, would he come and stand next to Rosie in the arena, or wherever it would be? That's really your question. I don't even think it's a question of if I would do it. That shit, light." When Ross was reminded that 50's catalog, which includes the multi-platinum albums Get Rich or Die Tryin' and The Massacre, is not to be sniffed at, he replied, "Come on, now. I helped the views on his shows. On TV, he didn't do nothing, man." The 50 Cent shade didn't end there. Rick Ross also invited former G-Unit soldier Lloyd to come to the promised land, presumably referring to his MMG imprint, and referred to 50's mother as a bulldagger while addressing a clip of him listening to Hate It or Love It on Instagram. 50 Cent had his own words for Rick Ross last July when he dissed the Maybach Music MC, along with Meek Mill and Roc Nation CEO Desiree Perez, during an appearance on Lil Wayne's Young Money Radio. "I stay away from silly sure because if you say to me, I'm not gonna say who I'm talking about, right? If you represent prison reform, how did you sign to a correctional officer and you managed by a snitch?" 50 said, alluding to Meek Mill's ties with Ross and Roc Nation. "Help me with this, man." As reported, Rick Ross hands 50 Cent a backhanded compliment about how much he allegedly earned from BMF. We all know about 50 Cent and Rick Ross' long-storied feud and just how messy it's gotten over the years. Both rappers are comfortably running their own empires, but they've still got a lot of animosity for one another. Following the release of Rosie's new studio album Richer Than I Ever Been, the rapper spoke with GQ's Fraser Tharp about all of the hot topics surrounding him, including his feud with 50 Cent. When asked about whether he would ever consider doing a second versus battle against 50, Rosie said that's a question that should be directed to Fifth. "You got to ask yourself, would he come and do a versus with Rosie? I mean, you got to ask yourself honestly, would he come and stand next to Rosie in the arena or wherever it would be?" asked Ross. "That's really your question. I don't even think it's a question of if I would do it. That shit, light." The interviewer contested his "that shit light" comment by reminding him that they're talking about 50 Cent, to which Rosie said, "Come on, now. I helped the views on his shows. On TV, he didn't do nothing, man." The Florida rapper then went on to give his nemesis a backhanded compliment, allegedly revealing how much money he made off of BMF. "Man, I saw the first episode of BMF. I was just trying to support the homie, Big Meech, the N****** as in the street," said Ross. "I'm a real N***** gay. I could put my issues with 50 to the side. I know he may have made $250,000 off the whole season. I'm happy he made that quarter." Interviewer laughs at the comment. "You know that's what he made. Why you laughing like that? And make sure you put all these details in. I'll never let you interview me again if you take that out. Keep it. But, look, I know he made $250K off the whole season, and that's good. Tell him I said, congratulations."
MRecktv breaking news.
You hear something?
Have you guys heard of StreamBoss? It's a new IPTV provider that gives you over 5,000 channels for only $20 a month.
Oh, cool!
$20 for live TV, local TV, movies, TV shows, pay-per-views, and so much more.
Huh? What?
If you have a Fire Stick, smart TV, or streaming device, then head on over to thestreamboss.com to begin your setup process.
Yo, we always gonna be best friends, man.
location, man.
Hey, homie, where you at, man? Drop that location, man. I'm about to pull up on you.
Drop my location? Nigga, I'm about to send my addy right now, nigga. I'm about to... Alright, pull up.
No, you're the plug and such. You a joke's bound to happen if you slipping or you lacking. I'm gripping on the Mactin, ready for the action. Shots will make you break dance and have you do a backspin. I got more kicks than karate flicks. My whole team pushing Maserati whips. You on IG liking thotty pics. Shorty pocket broke, but her body fixed. Peace, world. To promote your music or promote your business by placing an ad on MRecktv, contact MRecktVpromo, MRecktVpromo @gmail.com. Peace. Oh yeah, subscribe to MRecktv, youtube.com/MRecktv. I'm gone. MRecktv. It's got a music.